Will you state your first name and spell your last name?
Andre, M-E-G-O-R.
And make sure that you answer the questions loudly and clearly. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. How you doing? Mr. Barr, you represent Mr. Major in this matter, is that correct?
I do, Your Honor.
And it appears he is charged with one count of possession of a controlled substance, which is Xanax, and count 2, possession with intent to distribute cocaine-based first offense. And this is proposed on a plea to both of those offenses.
This way, possession of cocaine,
Possession of
Xanax.
Possession of Xanax.
Okay. Got it, just read, yeah. So the PWID has been reduced to possession, and possession of Xanax is as indicted.
Yes, sir.
Correct. And it appears the recommendation is 3 years suspended, 2 years probation, and that runs concurrent on both of them. Well, in 6 months, probation runs concurrent with the cocaine base. Is that correct?
Yes, correct, Judge.
All right. And if you had an opportunity to discuss with Mr. Major the elements and penalties of these respective offenses
I have, Your Honor.
and his constitutional rights,
I have, Judge.
do you believe he's understood those discussions?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And does he indicate to you that he wishes to plead guilty as is proposed?
Yes, Judge.
And are you in agreement with his decision to enter a plea under those circumstances?
I am in agreement with Your Honor.
Mr. Major, how old are you?
28,
And how far did you go in school?
graduate,
And what kind of work do you do?
janitor,
Janitor at a company or for
at a
yourself?
plant
Okay, what plant?
in St. Stephen's.
Are you married? Have any children?
No, sir.
Do you suffer from any physical or mental impairment of any kind that would affect your ability to understand what you're doing today?
No, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs, prescription or non-prescription, or alcohol, or anything else that would impair your ability to understand this? And I'll hear your record. If you got any in a minute, I will tell you, and I probably should have mentioned on the last one, you do understand one, I want you to make sure you understand, one of the potential consequences of a plea to this is potential enhancements down the road. So if you get subsequent drug charges 2 years, 5 years from now, it could be a more significant penalty because you've got existing drug charges. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. And last, if I accept the plea and impose a sentence, you'll have a right to appeal for up to 10 days beyond today's date if you wish to do so. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let me hear the facts of the case, and I'll come back to and hear from Mr. Ball. Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, this is case number 2025 GS450025, State versus Andre Major. This incident occurred back on January 12th of 2025. South Carolina Highway Patrol was conducting a routine patrol in the King Street area of Williamsburg County. That is when they conducted a traffic stop on a blue in color Acura that was on Eastland Avenue near US 52 for defective equipment. Once the car stopped, they approached and they identified Mr. Andre Major as the driver via his South Carolina driver's license. That is when the troopers noticed that his movements were slow and lethargic, his speech was noticeably slow and slurred, and they detected an odor of marijuana that was emanating from the vehicle. They asked Mr. Major if he had consumed any alcohol, to which he stated no, but he did advise to law enforcement that he had smoked prior to this encounter. They conducted field sobriety tests on Mr. Major. Mr. Major also admitted to law enforcement that he had a Xanax pill in his pocket. He stated that he had consumed part of the pill approximately an hour before he made contact with the South Carolina Highway Patrol, and he also advised that he had cocaine in his vehicle. They were able to recover that, and they had a field weight of 2.83 grams. You stated about his criminal history, and Mr. Major does not have any criminal history.
So he has no criminal history, and he did volunteer the information that he had, both the Xanax and the cocaine.
That is correct.
Mr. Major, are those facts accurate as have been presented?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Robbie, happy to hear from you.
Thank you, Judge. May it please the court. I represent Mr. Andre Major. He's 28 years old, Your Honor. One of the things he indicated, and he said this when he was addressing the court, is he is working, but he also has plans he shared with us, Judge, to re-enroll back at Williamsburg Tech and continue his schooling. So he has a plan to move his life forward. Your Honor, as the state stated, he has no criminal history, and based on when I read through the incident report, I had the same reaction that the court had, is that Mr. Major volunteered this information. He was very compliant with law enforcement. He later on agreed to a breath sample, and I believe he even agreed to a urine test. So he tried to make it, he knew he was in the wrong, Your Honor. He tried to make it as easier as possible as he could on the trooper. And so we are thankful that to the state and the offer they made, and we are thankful that no one was hurt, as based on the incident report, Mr. Major was under the influence. Judge, we are asking for the court to accept the recommendation, which I believe is 3 years, suspended to 2 years probation. I believe that Mr. Major will be a good candidate on probation. I believe he'll be able to navigate it well. I don't see any issues with it. There is a bench warrant, Your Honor, that we have, the solicitor and I have prepared on behalf of Mr. Major that will be passed up at the appropriate time, Judge. But in hindsight, I think Mr. Major is a good young man, Your Honor. He just had a bad night, and he failed to adhere to the instructions of the great Rick James and Dave Chappelle when it comes to the dangers of cocaine. But I believe he's learned his lesson.
I'm familiar with that line. Did he spend any time in jail?
Yes, sir, 2 days.
All right. Ms. Dawson, this goes both ways, I guess. I told you all I'll let you know if I'm going to deviate from the recommendation. He has no prior record. By all accounts, he was cooperative. I didn't necessarily hear that he was threatened before threatened's not the right word, but, you know, he was given the fear speech about getting the dog out. I just don't. Anyway, I'm going to do 2 years spent on 1 year probation, and I'm going to keep up. Well, I signed the order lifting the bench warrant. Sentenced this court that on the possession of cocaine base, he be committed to Department of Corrections for a term of 2 years, suspended on probation for 1 year. This sentence shall run concurrent to the other one. He's to be good and correct for 2 days' time served. He may keep up that probation by payment of costs, fines, and fees, or costs, fees, and fines. On the second one, since it carries 6 months, just did SCDC for a term of 6 months, bound suspended probation for 6 months. It runs concurrent, and same 2 days time served, and same pick up.
Thank you.
And I've signed the order on the bench warrant. Thank you.